Hey guys, let's talk handstands. So the handstand, getting inverted up against the wall, super helpful movement, has all types of applications to life outside of our training practice. But let's talk about handstands. So basically your handstand ability, the ability to display a properly done handstand, it's a reflection of the physical preparation that you either have put in or have not put in. So some examples might be either your shoulders are capable of getting into a good position or they're not. Your thoracic spine is capable of allowing the shoulders to get into a good position. And that's, a lot of the times that's done through, some joint prep work, some mobility work, sometimes just the absence of desk work, whatever it may be. So really it's like, how do we help you? A lot of times there's a little snapshot of before you even get up into the wall, what kind of work have you put in over the past year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever it may be. If you're lacking some strength or mobility, technically the handstand it's really going to lack the proper pieces. And for example, like your middle trap muscles. So you've got your upper trap muscles, your middle, and then your lower trap muscles, trapezius muscles on your back. If you're missing even just activation of the middle and the lower traps, you're going to get into just a bad position. And so first thing is, can you activate those proper muscles? Then once you activate them, can they actually fire? So sometimes thoracic spine is so immobile that it doesn't allow the shoulder to get into the proper position to actually activate those muscles. Sometimes the shoulder doesn't allow it. Sometimes if there is activation, it may be a weakness. So if you do lack the either activation or the strength, then you're going to have to counterbalance up on the wall. This is where we see this like big broken kind of overarching piece right here in the chest, where you're sticking out the chest, and then you're also sticking out the butt. So the chest goes this way, the butt goes this way. You're in a bad position here, and it's not this nice smooth position that we want. One, it's just the quality piece that we want with the quality positioning. But two, if you are in that broken position, you can't go anywhere from there. If you get into a kind of more of a straight handstand position where everything's nice and hollow, you can arch, you can hollow back and forth, we can then kind of add stuff there. So if we stop being inverted and put yourself on your feet and we extrapolate that out to a press, if we were pressing, we were here and all the different types of movements, we know that wouldn't look right. So in order to kind of balance that, in order to hold that position, since your center of mass is so far out in front of the body, generally speaking, we see this, and what is it? Okay, let's get the traps, the mid traps, the lower traps kind of fired up. So the typical handstand, and this is kind of the punchline here, is that a lot of folks, we have a progression. We go from a down dog hold to a pike hold on the box to a pop into a handstand. Well, the down dog hold, you got it, and then you can pop into a handstand, right? But we're popping into a handstand in this overarch position where the butt's out, the chest is out, and what it allows is it allows you to hold that position without firing up the mid trap and the lower trap. So what do? We went from first grade, we skipped second grade usually and go to third grade, first grade being the down dog hold, third grade being the pop it up onto the wall. Second grade, really important. We have that pike hold, the pike hold on the box. So pike meaning that pretty much you're going to compress down so that from the shoulder to the hip to the knee to the ankle, it's kind of like making an L. What happens is that in order to hold the position where you're pretty much facing the wall, your butt's in the air and your feet are on the box or on the wall, since the center of mass is way out in front of you, where your feet are way out in front of you, in order to maintain that nice rigid midline, the traps, I keep talking about the middle and lower traps, they're responsible for holding the back and shoulder nice and straight. So what happens is we see folks go straight from the down dog hold, they kind of mess around with that piked handstand hold on the box of the wall, and then they go straight for that handstand work without qualifying the mobility, the activation, and the strength in the proper musculature. So hopefully you see this. If you're one of those people tends to overarch, chest out, butt back, you might want to take a step back. This is just the actual movement piece. This is just a strength piece. You might want to take a step back, get into that pike position, master that, also do the appropriate mobility that we're suggesting along with it. Then when you do get into the handstand,